it should be working, and the sound should be awesome. I guess we're going to find out here in a second, because I'm going to record some of this and then listen. Which I also am curious about, if I had the headphones that I usually pair with this, if I have them in, because they have a mic, and then I plug that in, would they cancel one another out?
That's a good question.
Because you have that plugged in through the auxiliary part, and then the headphones are through the Bluetooth, and then you have this remote for the camera that pops out. It connects through the Bluetooth. So I wonder how. Vlogging is hard, and having to freaking configure up all that stuff can be really difficult sometimes, and it's a struggle for me. Hence why I'm still having sound issues 2.5 years into my channel. Okay, the video that I was making the other day, things that I was talking about. First thing I was talking about was this, and I remember that because I started off eating, and I was discussing why it's important that you let me eat occasionally in my videos. And I'm going to not talk with my mouth full. Okay, and then I'll tell you why. So like 2 videos back, I mentioned intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is a load of garbage. I joke about it because it's like how I deal with anorexia, but that's what it is. You're starving yourself. It's not intermittent fasting. You're starving yourself to shut the fuck up and quit lying to us and yourself. That's what it is. And sometimes if I overthink stuff, I won't eat, because my brain will not allow me to do that. So sometimes when I'm like eating on camera and I'll just start like thinking, I will kind of like block out how much I think in order to eat. And so then eventually they balance themselves out. And I was talking about this and started discussing how I got that way. And I got that way from a picture that was taken of me like several years ago when I was much bigger, because I had 4 kids. So I put on weight in between each kid, and sometimes I didn't lose weight. And I also, at the same time, when I was gaining this weight, was watching three specific shows a lot during the day on TLC. And that was 19 Kids and Counting, and My Big Fat Fabulous Life, because Whitney is from North Carolina. And also I was just really interested in her whole condition. Like, there's a specific like issue that causes her obesity, and she talks about all that on her channel. And then My 600-Pound Life. So I'm watching those shows like all the time, sitting on my ass eating like constantly. And sorry if this offends people. This is just my personal experience. So like, this is just like a psychological thing, and I'm explaining the breakdown of it and why I am where I am today with the eating thing. So the picture gets taken of me, and when I see the picture, it was like, I went into shock. And all I could see was like, in the future, if I didn't do something about it then, like right then and there, that I was going to end up being like one of those people that I seen on the show. And I didn't want to be like that. Because, these people are what's called morbidly obese. So that's like a whole nother there's obesity, and then there's morbidly obese. And I was like, So I just went into like starve myself mode, and just started only really eating and drinking stuff that was like Slim Fast, or it was like a diet supplement thing, and not eating Debbie cakes, not eating all the stuff that I love to this day. Just not eating any of that, like, at all. Because every time I would go to eat that I would see that over and over in my head. Just me being, like, in Dr. Now's office and, like, crying and trying to get him to give me gastric bypass. And just, no. So, that's why I am the way I am today. That's the reason why. Yep. So, I was talking about that. And then I started talking about why it's important that I like do the vlog part of my channel, which is because that's initially how it started, but also because I watch a lot of YouTube and I don't have cable, and I'm blessed that there's no cable, so I'm not constantly forced to watch mainstream TV and news. And so in some aspects, I get removed from a lot of the shit news that's put out there, but then I'm on YouTube watching content there, and of course you come across every mainstream news outlet has a platform, has a channel on YouTube. Like ABC News live streams 24 fucking hours a day. So there's no way around that for me. Even unsubscribe to it, it still pops up occasionally in my feed because I've watched stuff on there before. And so I'm talking about all that and the importance of like calling out the bullshit when I see it, because being just a viewer, speaking from not a content creator's perspective, but just a viewer and a subscriber's perspective. Like, I like true crime. I've always liked true crime, and I grew up watching Forensic Files and stuff like that. I love true crime. So I'm subscribed to like a lot of true crime channels, legitimate true crime channels. And I've been watching this stuff for years now. And it wasn't until the Summer Wells case that like the black hole that is in orbit around the true crime community on YouTube is like, I got sucked into it, didn't even mean to, and like now I'm trying to find my way back out. And in this whole process, my goal is to bring awareness to what's not true crime content, because it's so incredibly sad what is out there that's claiming that it's true crime content, and it is not. And I've tried, so I don't want anybody in my comment section like, you're not giving him a chance, because I've given him a fucking chance. And every time I've clicked on his stupid fucking videos, he's fucking taking off his shirt and serenading some dumb bitch in the middle of nowhere with old rap lyrics. And it's not even like the good rap songs. And he's got bad hair. It's real bad. It's not Tyson Draper's hair, so... Like, you just can't get me on board with him, okay? Plus, the lack of intelligence and insight that he has with some things. Like, first of all, you have a car seat in the background a lot, which is just kind of tone deaf, because we're talking about a missing child that it either needs to be 8 or 80 pounds by most state laws, I think. You're supposed to be in a booster seat till then. So it's just a little tone deaf to me anyways. Then the stuff I've heard you say towards other female creators, regardless of whether or not it's warranted or what, it's just not. You just don't talk about people like that. You don't stalk people like that. You don't threaten people like that. It's not cool. And why there's a mass amount of people that's why the things that happened the other day in Texas are happening. I'm not sorry. It needs to be said. Nobody's saying it. But when you do shit like what he does, and then you are a person that sees that and goes, oh, I'm going to get on board with that. Like, you're the problem. He's the problem, but you're an even bigger part of the problem. You're exacerbating the problem. And how you don't see that, but you run around claiming that you're intelligent, is like beyond me. And I'm not running around like I'm a genius, because I'm not. But I know some bullshit when I see it. And that's some bullshit. And the fact that he's saying that he's true crime content is even more bullshit. And the fact that he's got a whole minion of trolls right now actively going in these chat threads. We see you. We see y'all. We know who you are. And want to try to bully people or threaten people into either getting on board with him or shutting up about him altogether. Ladies. Especially the ladies that are fans of him. How are y'all looking in the mirror every day with yourself and then turning around and raising a child at all, whether it's a male or a female child, thinking that kind of bullshit behavior is acceptable on any level? You're a fucking adult. Or I thought you were. You appear as though you're an adult. But on the inside of you, you're a small child. You're a small child. And you're screaming for attention, and it's fucking tragic, because you keep putting that girl's name out there like that's what's going on, and then I click on your damn videos and that's not what's going on. That's not even what you're talking about at all. Everything you're talking about is bullshit. And some people are intelligent enough to see that, and they stay far the fuck away from it. I got sucked into it on an accident, because I saw the whipping boy, the one I call the whipping boy, of 2 dumb blondes. That's the extent that I'm going to mention those people. If you can't figure out who those people are by those hint drops, then nothing I'm saying is even registered with you anyway. So just keep it moving. Get back on that bandwagon. This ain't for you. But I found the black hole on an accident because of him. And then on my way back out, once I realized, like, oh my God, I cannot believe I fell in this fucking shit. On my way back out, I've started finding like other content creators that I was completely unaware of that are also really good and have really good intent and purpose behind their channels. And some of them are doing work like, I don't even know if they sleep sometimes. That'd be you, Arctic Fox. That'd be you. Like, I swear you got a clone or you ain't sleeping. One or the other. Because, like, you're always on and you're always uploading. I'm like, oh, my God. When does he sleep? When does he go to work? Because I know he works, too. So, but anyways, he's just one of the many channels that I found. Nita's World, Harsh Reality. We keep going back and forth. He was killing me this morning because what he said about Candace and Grandis and all that. But you guys, you got to go check them out on your own. This is like my way of making awareness of the black hole. So like if you aren't aware of it, you're at least aware of it and you don't get sucked into it. Like I got sucked into it. But the silver lining is on the way out, I found other channels and now I'm making you guys aware so that you don't get sucked in. Yeah, because it's tragic. Plus it's just like, ugh. It's just, ugh. It's a hot mess. And no. Plus you look like a sticky like bun that's like been stuck to the sidewalk. That's what you look like every time you get in the car or start driving down the road. You just look like something that fell off the top of a trash can outside of a Quick Trip. I'm just saying, this is my opinion. Y'all can cover me if you want to. I don't really care. I'm not here for y'all. I'm here to help other viewers and subscribers that actually value their time and their brain matter and what's inserted into it, forcefully or not. And that shit, please, if you can, avoid it. That's what this was about. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you learned something from that, and that you take something valuable and meaningful from this and pass it on. And there's still one more upload later, so check that out. And I'll see you guys.